Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful day today. This is John with Gun.Deals, and today we're going to be talking about the Syndicus Orion AK. Now, before we get into all of that, while you're here, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe, as that is free and does help us out quite a bit. And of course, go ahead and comment your favorite super expensive AK in the comments down below. The hyper niche, hyper expensive AK virus has recently been spreading across the US despite our best efforts to stamp out this degenerative disease, and one of these new manufacturers entering the market is a smaller company called Syndicus. The cool thing about Syndicus is rather than just slap together an AK with the biggest muzzle brake possible and call it a smooth shooter, they have actually made some additions. Specifically, their patented AR magazine compatible 5.56 AK magwel. While I personally don't have an issue with AK magazines in terms of function, there is almost no doubt that for the average person, AR mags are easier to find, buy, reload, and carry in LBE, belts, etc. Again, AK mags are great, but in general AR mags are more common with fewer compatibility issues, so this is kind of an interesting way to get around that issue. Now, it's still an AK, so you still don't have a true last round bolt hold open. While the bolt will stop on the back of the mag after you run dry, as soon as you drop the mag via their included AR-ish mag release, the bolt will go home and you will have to perform your preferred version of the reach around to get your AK back in the game. As far as the magwell itself goes, it is flared nicely and the machining looks quite good. Now, the aesthetics are pretty subjective, so let me know if you think that these look good. I'm not a particularly large fan of the AK to begin with, so it doesn't ruin the lines for me, but if you're an AK purist, well, this might give you an aneurysm. In the back of the receiver, the rear trunnion is riveted in place with a 1913 adapter for easy addition of almost any stock you want. Everything on the receiver has been touched up and enhanced. Enhanced Krebs style safety, enhanced trigger, railed top hinging dust cover for easy optic mounting. In front, you have a more modern handguard with pick on top and bottom, with M-LOK on the sides. As far as rails go, it's about as good as you can get on an AK. It's still really tall and not very ergonomic, but at least you have better mounting options for all of your modern accessories, which is important for a modernized AK. Up front, taming the mighty recoil of 5.56 is a huge 3-chamber brake that is terrible to be around, but actually not too bad from the shooter's perspective, as it does push a lot of that away from the actual user. I did ask about shooting them suppressed, but none of their guns on the range that day were set up for that, though I'm sure it could be done. A couple of the variants had an exposed adjustable gas system, so tuning the whole setup shouldn't be much of an issue. As far as getting more specifics on the barrel, bolt, front trunnion, we are a little light on details, which when you're spending $3,500 is a little off-putting. Did I mention that this rifle is $3,500? Now, to be clear, that's the pre-order price, as these are not fully launched yet. I believe the target date is sometime in early July. Now, I did get to shoot a couple of these while they were out on the range, and they did shoot really well. The trigger is great, and the muzzle brake does remove whatever recoil was there to begin with. My complaints wouldn't really be about anything about the Orion itself, but just the fact that it is a very, very heavy rifle. It's an AK with a lot of extra stuff thrown onto it, so you're taking a already heavy platform and, well, making it even heavier. A couple of the other precision setups that they had out, I think one of them was called the Syndicate, that must have been 15 plus pounds. But they do look like race AKs. Is that like putting a wide body kit on a 2002 Honda Civic? Oh, at least to me, from the outside looking in, the AK is in a weird place right now where cheap rack AKs are approaching mid-tier ARs in terms of price, and custom or high-end AKs are absolutely astronomical and double or triple a high-end AR. If you are an AK guy and you have all of that meth money burning a hole in your pocket, maybe you look at something like this and it's your thing. But for most of us, like super high-end 1911s or 2011s, it's kind of a novel product that isn't trying to be the gun for everyone. So even if it runs great, shoots great, and the AR magwell works as good as it can, it's still just outside of my personal purview. But with all of that out of the way, let me know what you guys think of the Syndicus Orion, especially you AK guys. Let me know if this is something that you guys would be interested, especially considering the price is, again, about $3,500. But With all that out of the way, guys, once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you in the next one. Peace off.